Hi, this is my first chess video I've ever made, and what better way to start my first video by going over the opening that I play pretty much all the time, the Scotch. It's my favourite, and being as though it's my first video, I thought I'd make life easy for myself. So, sorry if it's poor quality. I'm new to this, bear with me. So, anyway, the Scotch, which I think is great for all levels of chess, to be honest. It leads to usually open and good tactical positions, and it can be, well, black's usual reply, most common reply is e5 to pretty much any opening you play, so why not go ahead and learn the Scotch, which starts with e4, e5, knight to f3, black knight to c6, and d4. Um, Black normally takes here. He doesn't really have to, but let's say he doesn't. You've got a better position straight away as white, and the evil bar's gone to one, basically +1 for white. You're a little bit better. That's what I like. So black needs to play fairly accurately in the Scotch, because if they don't, you're going to quite easily get a decent advantage from the opening. I mean, you know, you can take here, and still you've going to have an advantage. But you win a pawn, you damage your centre pawn structure, and black can. You still got to move the knight. Say you move here, kick the knight away, and all of a sudden he's in the corner, or you can pull the knight back, and you're asking black, why the hell did you develop that knight? Same if you go this way. Oops, easy. Same if you go this way. You know, black can move his knight here and kick him away. He's in this corner. What the hell are you doing? This way, you've not damaged your centre pawn structure. Black knight could come back either way, potentially block his own bishop in, make development harder for himself. And I just prefer playing this as white. But anyway, normally you'll see black take on d4, and you're going to go ahead, unless you're going to play the Gambit, which is a pretty cool Gambit. I think probably better for the lower levels. I'll go over that in another video, but for this video I'm just going to go over the main Scotch classical opening, which is just knight takes d4, my favourite variation. Black can go ahead, take if he really wants. You'll retake with the queen. You've got a centralised queen. It's not going to get attacked by this knight. You can usually run into pawn to c5, kicking the queen away. You can just pull back if you like, whatever you want. In fact, what does even Stockfish even say best for you? Queen t5 check. If you box with the bishop, you pick this pawn up and threaten the rook, I guess. But you can just play back if you want. White is still better here, I believe. Yeah, you still got a good advantage from the opening. Your bishops are easier to develop. Black's still got a couple moves to get this bishop out. This bishop's only coming here or here if he wants to develop straight away. Which, if he comes here, is blocking this bishop in. If he's come here, is not making great progress. He's got to make a couple of moves to get into the game. Oh, yeah, what you'll normally see is, oops, that's the Gambit, sorry. What you'll normally see is white takes d4 and black bishop to c5, which, you know, avoids all the complications and takes away your big advantage, or stops you from getting the big advantage in the opening. You're going to want to go ahead and reinforce this knight. I don't like taking here because they're not, you know, if they take this way, this is great. You know, you're going to remove their castling rights. But, you know, they're going to be a little bit smarter than that usually. You're going to take this way. They've got the open B file. So in the Scotch, usually castling queenside is the way you want to go. There's nothing stopping you castling kingside if you want. But, you know, I think there's a better way to go about it. And the better way, I think, is bishop to e3. If black, it sort of gives black to trip over here. If black plays this silly move like knight here or knight here. Well, let's go ahead and play it. I can show you. You can go ahead and pick this knight up now because you're attacking the queen and the bishop. If it picks your bishop up, you've won the queen. And, well, he's only got one. Well, he's got two moves, really. Legitimate for his best chance, and that's take this way or this way. If he takes this way, go ahead, pick the queen up first, I'd advise, because black king's forced to take, and now you pick the bishop up. So now you've removed black's castling rights, and you've won a bishop. If you go ahead and pick the bishop up straight away, you're still going to have an advantage, but it's just the other way around. Black can still castle, and your king's stuck in the centre for a while longer. So I'd recommend just pick the queen up first with check, and then pick the bishop up. Simple as that. So black's best move here is queen to f6. There's another tricky line where the queen comes to h4, but we'll go over that in another video. Just like the Scotch Gambit, I'll go over that in another video. Quite tricky, but again, like I said, it's my first video. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. In this position as white, you're going to want to reinforce the knight, because like we said earlier, we don't want to give black the open b file. And we don't want to help him develop this bishop either, because bear in mind there's no queen trade here now. So why would we go ahead and take the knight? Black normally here brings the knight out, getting ready to castle. And there's tension in the centre of the board. You've got a very slight advantage as white. So you can go ahead, develop if you like, with the bishop or bishop here. Don't go blocking your queen out of the game, because you end up losing a pawn after the trades. So don't go cock up like that, and black's now threatening to take here and potentially win the rook, because play knight here, queen takes. So yeah, don't go cocking yourself over like that. And same playing the knight here, don't go blocking your queen in the defence. So you can try and remove an attack here. You can just develop the bishop, get ready to castle yourself. There's plenty of ways to go around it, but that's generally the idea of the Scotch. Sometimes what you'll see is after black takes, you take with a knight, and after you retake, you'll see the queen come here now. I'll just go over this really quick, just to give you an idea, because you will see this. Even though it's better for white, it's better for white if you play it properly. So if you go ahead, take here, all of a sudden you've lost your advantage. It's pretty much equal again, according to the eval bar. And as to be fair, a human, I'd rather be black. I've got a piece in the game threatening this pawn. You've got no pins here anymore, so all you've done by taking the queen here is help black develop. Instead of taking the queen, you've got a couple of options. You can move out of the way, which is fine, but why would you? I like to play pawn to c3, because if black takes here, let's just play it, you've got a good pawn centre. Your bishops are ready to come out, and black has still got a couple of moves to make. I mean, you can't play this, you're going to win the pawn. If he plays this, he's blocking this bishop in. So is okay, you can get the black bishop out. You can go ahead, just block. After takes, let's just play it. It's simple, isn't it? Let's say this happens, you're getting more developed. Black's got to play accurately here if he wants to, in any way, get an advantage or remove the advantage that you're gaining. You've got a better centre, you've got easier development. This is why I like the Scotch. So, yeah, that's pretty much the basics of the Scotch. hopefully it's been instructive. Hopefully you'll be able to use it in your next game, and hopefully the quality of this video isn't so poor you don't return and watch any more of the videos in the future. I am going to strive and try and make the videos better quality, because at the end of the day, you know, it's hopefully beneficial. I want to share any knowledge I get, and I'm just gibbering on. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you again. Catch you later.